My beloved child, I've been calling you, reaching out across time and space, longing to connect. There is an urgent message, a voice within you that I have placed, a gentle whisper guiding your heart. You may have sensed it, perhaps in moments of stillness or through the words of others, yet you hesitated. I am here now, imploring you to answer. I see the doubts in your mind, the questions you ask yourself. Is this truly from Him? Yes, it is I. I am not distant or unapproachable. I'm closer than you realize. My desire is to be part of your life, to bring you into the warmth of my embrace. The call is not just a sound. It is an invitation to a deeper relationship, a path of light and love awaiting your response. Do not let the noise of this world drown out my voice. Many times, you sought answers elsewhere, trying to fill the emptiness within. You turned to things that brought temporary satisfaction, but you know that only I can fulfill the longing in your soul. You cannot run from the truth written in your heart. You have tried to ignore it, but I am persistent, not out of impatience, but because of the love I hold for you. The burdens you carry are heavy. You have been struggling, weighed down by concerns and fears. You have tried to manage them alone, thinking that you must be strong on your own. Yet, I tell you, my child, my strength is made perfect in your weakness. You do not need to hide your struggles from me. I already know them, and I am here to help you carry them. I see you when you cry in the quiet hours of the night, the moments when you feel unseen and unheard. But you are not alone, for I am there with you, every step of the way. I am not a distant figure watching from afar. I am beside you, ready to lift you up. You might feel unworthy, thinking that your past mistakes have separated you from my love. But know this, my love is greater than any failure. It is unconditional, unchanging, and always available to you. I am calling you not because of what you have done or not done, but because you are mine. I created you with purpose and intention, and my plans for you are good. Do not fear rejection, for I do not reject those who come to me. Your past cannot define you, for I am making all things new. I do not look at your flaws or shortcomings, but at your heart. I see the potential within you, the gifts that I have placed inside you. The world has taught you to protect yourself, to be cautious and guarded, but my way is different. I ask you to trust me, to let down the walls you have built around your heart. I will not harm you. I am gentle and kind, and my promises are true. There is a path set before you, and though it may seem uncertain, I am guiding your steps. You have asked for direction, for clarity, and I am here to give it. Listen to my voice, not only with your ears, but with your spirit. It is a still, small voice that brings peace, not confusion. I know that you have questions, why things happened the way they did, why certain prayers went unanswered. But remember, my timing is perfect, even when it is not understood. What may seem like a delay is often protection or preparation for what is to come. Trust that I am working all things together for your good, even when you cannot see it. I understand the wounds you carry. You have been hurt by others, and even by yourself at times. But my love heals. I am here to bind up the brokenhearted, to restore what has been lost. It is not too late. You are not too far gone. I am reaching out to you now, asking you to accept my love. You are precious to me, more valuable than you can imagine. I delight in you. Yes, you may have flaws, but my love is not conditional upon your perfection. You are a work in progress, and I am the one molding you. Do not resist the process, for it is bringing you closer to your true self, the one I envisioned when I formed you. You may have felt unworthy of my attention, thinking that others are more deserving. But I assure you, my love does not run out. I have enough for you, for each person I created. It is not a limited resource. It is abundant, overflowing, and available right now. It is time to let go of the things that hold you back. Resentment, fear, guilt. These chains are not meant for you. I came to set you free. You do not need to be bound by the past. Each day is a new opportunity to accept my grace and walk in freedom. You are not defined by your mistakes. You are defined by my love. The call you feel is not just a momentary impulse. It is a divine urging, a prompting that comes from me. It is meant to awaken your soul to the reality of who I am and who you are in me. You have a purpose, a calling that is uniquely yours, and only you can fulfill it. I am not asking for perfection. I am asking for your willingness to receive. I am not impressed by outward appearances or deeds done for the sake of recognition. I am moved by a heart that is open to me. Your prayers do not need to be elaborate or filled with fancy words. I am drawn to the sincerity of your soul. You may feel as if you have strayed too far, but know this: there is no distance too great for my love to reach. I am ready to bring you back to where you belong. Accept my invitation, respond to my call, and let us walk together. You are not alone. You have never been alone. I have been with you, even when you could not see it. This call is not just for a moment. It is an ongoing journey. It is not a one-time event, but a relationship that grows and deepens over time. I am not interested in a fleeting encounter. I want to walk with you daily. I am interested in every part of your life, the highs, the lows, the mundane. As we continue this journey, know that every step you take towards me brings you closer to your true essence. You have a light within you, a divine spark that I placed there. It is meant to shine, to illuminate not only your path, but also the paths of others. You were created to be a beacon of hope, a source of love in a world that often feels cold and dark. Do not let the darkness around you consume your spirit. I have called you to be a light bearer, to spread my love through your words, actions, and presence. The love I give you is not meant to be kept hidden. It is meant to overflow, touching the hearts of those you encounter. You may think you are not equipped to make a difference, but I assure you, even the smallest act of kindness can have a profound impact. I see your efforts, your desire to be good, to do what is right. You do not need to be perfect to be used by me. I am not looking for flawless individuals. I'm looking for willing hearts. You may feel inadequate, but I specialize in turning the ordinary into the extraordinary. All I need is your yes, your openness to receive and to act on what I place in your heart. There will be times when you feel discouraged, when the weight of the world seems too heavy to bear. In those moments, remember that I am your strength. I am not only your guide, but also your source of energy. When you feel like giving up, call upon me and I will renew your spirit. You were never meant to carry your burdens alone. My yoke is easy and my burden is light. Hand over your worries to me and I will sustain you. You have sought validation from others, hoping that their approval would fill the void within you. But human acceptance is fleeting. It can never fully satisfy your soul. I offer you something greater, a love that is unconditional, a validation that comes from knowing you are my beloved child. You do not need to earn my love. It is freely given. You are loved simply because you are mine. I know that you have questions, doubts that linger in your heart. You wonder why certain things have happened in your life, why pain was allowed, why some prayers seemed unanswered. But trust that I am with you, even in the midst of confusion. I do not cause suffering, but I use it to shape you, to draw you closer to me. There is a purpose in the pain, a lesson that leads to growth and maturity. Do not be afraid of the questions. Bring them to me, for I am not threatened by your doubts. I am the answer you seek. It is okay to be vulnerable with me. You do not need to put up a facade or pretend to be something you are not. I see beyond the surface, into the depths of your heart. I understand your fears, your anxieties, and your deepest desires. I am here to provide comfort, to be the peace that surpasses all understanding. When you feel lost, remember that I am the Good Shepherd, always seeking after the lost sheep. I want you to know that you are not defined by your past. You may have made mistakes, taken wrong turns, but my grace is sufficient for you. It is not about what you have done. It is about what I have done for you. My sacrifice was for your redemption, to bring you back into relationship with me. You do not need to live in shame or regret. I have wiped your slate clean, given you a fresh start. You may feel as if you are unworthy of such grace, but my love is not based on your worthiness. It is based on who I am, your Savior, Redeemer, and friend. I came to seek and save the lost, to heal the brokenhearted, to bring hope to the hopeless. You are the reason I came, the one I long to rescue. Do not let feelings of unworthiness keep you from accepting my love. There is a battle for your soul, a spiritual warfare that is very real. You may not always see it, but it exists. The enemy wants to keep you away from me, to fill your mind with lies, to make you feel isolated and defeated. But remember, I have already won the victory. You do not need to fight this battle alone. I am with you, equipping you with the armor of God. Stand firm, knowing that I am your shield and protector. You have a calling on your life, a purpose that is unique to you. No one else can fulfill the role I have designed specifically for you. You were created with intention, with gifts and talents that are meant to be used for my glory. Do not compare yourself to others, for you are fearfully and wonderfully made. I have a plan for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. You may wonder if you are capable of fulfilling this calling, if you have what it takes to make a difference. But remember, it is not by your strength, but by my Spirit, that you will accomplish great things. Do not rely on your own understanding, but lean on me. I will guide you, equip you, and provide all that you need. You may face obstacles, challenges that seem insurmountable, but I am the God of the impossible. What seems impossible to man is possible with me. Do not let fear hold you back. Step out in faith, trusting that I am with you. I will make a way where there seems to be no way. You have dreams, visions of what you want to achieve. Some of these dreams may seem too big, too distant to ever become a reality. But remember, I am the giver of dreams and I am able to bring them to fruition. Do not be afraid to dream big, for I am a big God. I am not limited by circumstances or resources. You may have experienced disappointment, times when things did not go as planned. But do not lose heart, for I am the God who turns setbacks into comebacks. What the enemy meant for evil, I will turn for good. Your story is not over. I am still writing it. Do not give up, for the best is yet to come. This call is not just for you, it is for others as well. You are meant to be a vessel of my love, a messenger of hope. Share the good news, tell others of what I have done in your life. You have a testimony, a story that can inspire and encourage those around you. Do not keep it to yourself. Let it be a light in the darkness. You are not alone in this journey. There are others who are also seeking, who are also trying to find their way back to me. Encourage one another, lift each other up, and bear one another's burdens. This is what I desire, a community of believers who support and love one another. You may feel as if you are not enough, but remember, I am enough. I am all that you need. My grace is sufficient, my love is enough. When you are weak, I am strong. When you are lost, I am the way. When you are confused, I am the truth. When you are hurting, I am the healer. Do not be afraid to take the next step, to move forward in faith. I am with you every step of the way. You are never alone, for I have promised to never leave you nor forsake you. I am your constant companion, your ever-present help in times of trouble. You may be wondering what the next step looks like, what it means to truly embrace this call. It is a step of surrender, a release of control. I know you have tried to manage things on your own, thinking that your efforts alone could bring the change you desire. But the real transformation happens when you allow me to work through you, when you let my spirit guide you in ways beyond your understanding. It is not about striving harder, but about trusting more deeply. I know there are fears that hold you back, fears of failure, fears of rejection, fears of not being good enough. But my child, I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Fear is not from me. It is a tool of the enemy to keep you bound. You were not created to live in fear. You were created to walk in boldness, with a confidence that comes from knowing you are loved by the Almighty. In moments when anxiety seems overwhelming, remember that my peace is available to you. It is not a peace that the world gives, but a peace that transcends circumstances. You do not need to earn it. You simply need to receive it. When your mind is racing, come to me. Lay your worries at my feet and let my peace guard your heart. You have faced battles, some visible and some within, but every battle has a purpose, a lesson meant to shape you. I do not waste pain. I use it to develop perseverance, character, and hope. The storms you have endured were not meant to destroy you, but to strengthen you. With each trial, you are becoming more resilient, more prepared for the greater purpose I have for you. You may feel tired, weary from the struggles of life, but do not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time you will reap a harvest if you do not give up. Your efforts are not in vain, even when they seem small or insignificant. Every seed you sow in faith will yield fruit in its season. Be patient, for I am working even when you do not see it. I am calling you to a life of faith, a life that trusts even when it does not understand. It is easy to have faith when everything is going well, but true faith is tested in the fire of adversity. It is in those moments of uncertainty that your faith becomes real. Do not be afraid of the unknown. I am already there, waiting to guide you. You may wonder if you are truly hearing my voice. The noise of the world can be distracting, making it difficult to discern what is from me and what is not. But my sheep know my voice, and you are my sheep. You have the ability to hear me, to understand my guidance. Spend time in my presence, and my voice will become clearer. It is not a booming command, but a gentle prompting, a sense of peace that comes when you are aligned with my will. There is no mistake too great, no past too dark, that my light cannot penetrate. My forgiveness is not limited. It is abundant, available to all who ask for it. You may feel as if you have fallen too far, but I am here to lift you up, to set your feet on solid ground. I am not keeping a record of wrongs. I am extending my hand, inviting you to rise again. You are not defined by the opinions of others, nor by the labels they have placed on you. You are defined by my love, my sacrifice, and my plans for you. Do not let the words of others shape your identity. Let my truth be your foundation. You are a new creation, redeemed and set free. Walk in the identity I have given you, not in the false identities the world tries to impose. I have called you to be a warrior, not a bystander. The kingdom of heaven suffers violence, and the violent take it by force. You are not called to be passive. You are called to be active, to stand up for righteousness, to fight for truth. This is not a physical battle, but a spiritual one, fought with prayer, faith, and the Word of God. Equip yourself with my armor, for you have been given authority over the enemy. You have dreams that you have buried, thinking they were impossible or unimportant. But I placed those dreams in your heart for a reason. Do not be afraid to revisit them, to ask me for the wisdom and courage to pursue them. You are never too old, never too broken to fulfill the purpose I have for you. It is never too late to start again, to take a step of faith towards the destiny I have designed. I am not asking you to have it all figured out. I am asking you to trust that I do. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I see the whole picture, while you see only a part. When things do not make sense, remember that my ways are higher than your ways, my thoughts higher than your thoughts. What may seem confusing to you is clear to me, and I am working everything together for your good. The journey ahead will not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. You will face challenges, but I have overcome the world. You may feel weak, but my grace is sufficient. You may not always understand, but my love never fails. Hold on to these truths, for they are the anchor of your soul in times of trouble. I am calling you to be bold, to speak truth in love, to be a voice for those who have no voice. The world is in desperate need of hope, and you carry that hope within you. Do not be silent, for there are people who need to hear what I have placed in your heart. You may think your voice is small, but it is powerful when spoken with my authority. You have a purpose that extends beyond yourself. It is not just about your personal fulfillment. It is about bringing others into my light. Your testimony has the power to break chains, to set captives free. Do not be ashamed of where you have come from, for it is a testimony of my grace and mercy. Share it boldly, for it is a story of redemption that can inspire others to find their way to me. You may feel insignificant at times, as if your life does not matter. But know this: you are chosen, appointed, and anointed for such a time as this. Your presence on this earth is not a mistake. It is intentional. You are here to fulfill a specific role, to be a part of a greater plan that only you can accomplish. There will be moments when you are tempted to give up, to abandon the path I have set for you. In those moments, remember why you started. Remember that I called you, that I equipped you, that I am with you. Do not let discouragement take root in your heart. Let my word be your encouragement. I am your cheerleader, your advocate, your greatest supporter. You may face criticism, persecution, or rejection because of your faith, but do not let that deter you. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Stand firm in your convictions, knowing that your reward is not of this world, but in heaven. I am calling you to a life of love, a love that goes beyond feelings and is rooted in action. Love your enemies. Pray for those who persecute you. Forgive those who have wronged you. This is not an easy call, but it is a call that leads to true freedom. When you love, you reflect my heart. When you forgive, you break the chains of bitterness. You may feel as if your prayers are not being heard, but every word you speak to me is heard. I am attentive to your cries, your pleas, your praises. I am not a distant God. I am a present Father who delights in hearing from his children. Do not lose faith in prayer, for it is a powerful weapon that moves mountains. You have often wondered why some prayers take time to be answered, or why the answers are not always what you expected. But understand, my beloved, that my timing is not like your timing. I see beyond what you can see, knowing what is best for you. I do not delay to frustrate you. I delay to protect you, to prepare you, and sometimes to align other factors that are part of my greater plan for you. Trust that my delays are not denials, but strategic pauses to bring forth something far greater than you can imagine. There are moments when the world feels chaotic, when events around you seem beyond comprehension. But remember, I am not the author of confusion. I am the Prince of Peace, the one who calms storms with a word. When you see disorder, do not let your heart be troubled. Know that I'm still in control, working to bring order out of chaos. Your faith is not misplaced when it rests in me, for I hold all things together. I call you to trust me not just in the easy times, but also in the difficult ones. It is in the trials that your faith is refined, that your character is developed, I am more interested in your growth than your comfort, more invested in your transformation than in your temporary happiness. Do not resist the refining fire, for it is burning away the impurities that hinder your purpose. I am with you in the fire, and you will not be consumed. You are not alone in this walk. There is a cloud of witnesses cheering you on, angels assigned to protect you, and a community of believers who are journeying alongside you. Lean into this community, for you were never meant to walk this path alone. I am calling you not just into relationship with me, but into fellowship with others. Encourage one another, bear one another's burdens, and love each other as I have loved you. There will be times when you are tempted to isolate yourself, to withdraw from others due to hurt or disappointment. But do not let the pain of past relationships prevent you from experiencing the joy of new connections. I am the God of reconciliation, the one who mends broken hearts and restores trust. Allow me to heal the wounds that others have caused, for I desire for you to experience the fullness of love, both from me and from those around you. I know the battles you face, both seen and unseen. I understand the spiritual warfare that comes against you, the temptations that seek to lead you astray. But remember, you have been given authority over the enemy. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are more than a conqueror through me. Put on the full armor of God, for this is not a battle of flesh and blood, but of principalities and powers. Stand firm in faith, and know that victory is assured. You may feel like giving up at times, overwhelmed by the challenges before you. But take heart, for I have overcome the world. My grace is available to you, not just in the beginning, but throughout your entire journey. It is not about your ability to hold on to me. It is about my commitment to hold on to you. I will never let you go, no matter how far you may wander or how lost you may feel. I call you to a life of purpose, a life that reflects my love and truth to a world that is in desperate need. Your actions, no matter how small, can make a significant difference. Be faithful in the little things, for it is in those moments that your character is truly tested and proven. Do not despise the days of small beginnings, for they are the foundation of the great things I am building in and through you. There are promises I have spoken over your life, words that have yet to come to pass. Do not lose hope, for my promises are yes and amen. I am not a man that I should lie, nor a son of man that I should change my mind. What I have spoken, I will accomplish. Hold on to my words, for they are the anchor of your soul in the storms of life. When doubt tries to creep in, remind yourself of what I have promised, for my word will not return void. As you continue to seek me, you will find me, for I am not far from you. I am as close as the mention of my name. In your moments of despair, call out to me, for I am attentive to your cries. I am your refuge, your stronghold, your ever-present help in times of trouble. You do not need to walk this path alone. I am with you, guiding your steps and lighting your way. I see the sacrifices you have made, the things you have given up to follow me. None of it has gone unnoticed. I am the rewarder of those who diligently seek me, and I will repay you for your faithfulness. Do not grow weary in doing good, for in due season you will reap a harvest if you do not give up. My child, I am proud of you. I delight in you, not for what you do, but for who you are. My beloved, my chosen, my redeemed. You have questions, things you do not understand. It is okay to ask, to seek, to knock. I am not afraid of your questions. I welcome them. I am the way, the truth, and the life, and I desire for you to walk in truth. Seek me with all your heart, and you will find the answers you are searching for. Do not be afraid of doubt, for it is often the doorway to deeper faith. My beloved, you are called to be a light in this dark world. Do not hide your light under a basket, but let it shine for all to see. You are not created to blend in, but to stand out, to be a beacon of hope and truth. Your life is a testimony of my grace, a living example of my love. Let your words and actions point others to me, for you are my ambassador on this earth. You may feel inadequate at times, unsure of your worth or your abilities, but I have chosen you, not because of your qualifications, but because of my grace. I do not call the qualified, I qualify the called. You are equipped, empowered, and anointed to do all that I have asked of you. Do not be afraid to step out in faith, for I am with you, and I will not fail you. Your journey is not over. There is still much to be done, much to be accomplished. Do not settle for less than what I have promised you. Press on, run the race with endurance, and keep your eyes fixed on me. You are not running this race alone. I am running it with you, cheering you on, guiding you and strengthening you every step of the way. As you move forward, remember this. You are loved beyond measure, cherished beyond words, and valued beyond earthly understanding. You are mine, and I am yours. My love for you is eternal, unchanging and unwavering. There is nothing that can separate you from my love. No height, no depth, no power in heaven or on earth. You are secure in me, safe in my arms, forever and always. And so, my beloved child, as you embrace this call, as you step into the fullness of all that I have for you, remember that I am with you always. I am your guide, your protector, your provider, and your peace. Trust me, lean on me, and follow me, for I am leading you to a place of promise, a place of abundance, a place of victory. In every situation, in every challenge, in every triumph, know that I am with you. My love surrounds you, my grace sustains you, and my power empowers you. You are never alone, never abandoned, and never forgotten. You are my beloved, and I am your Lord, your Savior, your friend. Amen.